afternoon, good evening to all my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious. And that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are in the world. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1, baby up, Scully, there we go, okay? My juice little lights. Thank you, little lights, you're delicious and bright. Now then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers by. And I hope that you too are having a super duper and wonderful time wherever you are in the world. And that life is also treating you most wonderfully. Okay, so I'd never pointed, okay, because that's rude, okay. I was actually doing it that way, okay. Now then, the weather in our old neck of the woods in the old UK, well, I was going to do my video later because I was hoping for some old, sun rays, you know what I mean. But we've seen very little sunshine today in my neck of the woods in the old UK. Okay, it may differ in other parts. In fact, I have just spoken to somebody so beautiful who I know for an hour, not in that way. Well, they happen to be telling me that London is lovely and deliciously warm, it seems. My delicious little babies, are you following me? Okay, so that's just the information that I've been given, shall we say, okay? Anyway, I'm not envious. I'm not jealous of nothing. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I was always brought up that way. My dear dad always used to say, okay, when I was a real young babe, never ever envy anybody. Never ever be jealous of anybody. He said, because one day you'll have yourself. There we are. And true to form. That's exactly how it rocked and rolled, do you say? So that's why I'm not envying. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, it is not very, let's just say, welcoming to have such clouds and miserable weather. However, it is dry and there's no wind. Okay, my delicious little babies. So anyway, let me get into this. So before I even say anything, you see, you can see, my delicious little babies, that, so sorry, just no suntan today for Carla. No suntan. Never mind. There we go, before I even say it, I'll have a suntan soon. And then I'll be able to call my old camera. There we are, all super duper wonderful and delicious. Do you know what I mean? Because you always look better when you got a suntan, don't you, my delicious little baby? Sometimes, you know, you feel, well, I do anyway, some days, you know, where you feel like you look like a bottle of flipping pasteurised milk. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, not to worry, not to worry. So yeah, I've just got to do this video now because I've got another healing coming a little bit later. So I must get my video out of the way. The last thing I want is to be rushed, and I'm not going to be rushed, okay? So, now then, so I see that, things, there we go, ramping up, aren't they? My delicious little babies, shall we say. You know, they're really ramping it now. You're hearing it. There we go. Here, there, and everywhere. Do you know what I mean? To do with, the lockdowns. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? It's like the word gets out. There we go. The word gets out. Do you see? And I'd already mentioned it on another one of my videos. Do you see, my delicious little babies? But this is no surprise. Nobody's surprised. I've said it before. I'll repeat it again. You see, the fact of the matter is, my delicious little babies, is that, we're just going to see, there we go, how many are going to comply. And there we go, and from the feedback, sorry, stumbled on that, didn't I? Feedback, on different platforms, there's always feedback, Do you follow me, my delicious little babies? Yes. With whom I've spoken to, I would say that not many are going to put up, there we go, with round 2. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little baby? So what they're needing to do now, so let's just get this now in our noddles, okay? Ding, ding, dong, dong. You see, they're trying everything. There we are, all cold air. They're trying everything, okay? because they're finding, and this is what I said, to do with the first one, and my video should not be removed or taken down, okay? There's plenty, there we go, plenty of others who are talking about, there we go, more in depth than what I do, what I'm allowed to do, there we go, stumbled again, do you see? And their channels, there we go, staying up. I mean, God bless them for getting the word out. But it seems very much to me, my delicious little babies, as though they, shall we just say, they target certain. Do you see, my delicious little babies? We're not surprised, are we? But yes, it seems to me that I'm not feeling, my delicious little babies, that this is, there we go, before I even say it, that it's really going super duper well. See, you see, the thing is, there were many, there we go, many mistakes made the first time around. Do you see? And they never expected, my delicious little babies, okay? The exposure. There we are. Okay, my delicious little babies, that's what's going on here. Okay? So because of that, let's just have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. Love my coffee. So, because of that, my delicious little babies, well, they're ramping it, aren't they? You know. And of course, you know, you've got, what is it? There we go. Been on my old noddle, you know, opposition and everything. Okay, now this is going to lead to my first video that I want to mention. And by the way, my delicious little babies, these 3 videos, all on, there we go, on YouTube. And but these will be one-offs. I really just do not feel the need to let's just say, not meaning it in a nasty way in any way, okay, but I really just do not feel that my spirit you know, would want to see, I've got nothing across my shoulders, so that means no, okay, to continue to look at videos, okay. These are, there we go, one-offs. Okay, our delicious little babies. And please, you know, if you could just take from it as what you will. Okay, please and thank you. Now, the first one, and just let you all know, my delicious little babies, no. Okay, nothing's, okay, not a chance. Okay, my delicious little babies, I value, there we go, my own self. Do you see? There we go. All cold air. Do you see? I ain't going to fall for no flipping shat. I never flipping falled for it for the flipping first time. Fell for it the first time, so I certainly ain't going to flipping fall for it a second time, because you know me, I never fell for it the flipping first. Do you see? But yes, it's going to be very interesting to see, isn't it, my delicious little babies? But of course, because so many, there we go, clued up now. Do you see? Yes. I always say, you know, there we are, good luck to whoever it is, who we know. Do you say? Not personally, of course, because they keep themselves in the shadows, but of course, especially in the past year now, they seem to have wanted to come out of the shadows, haven't they, my delicious little babies? But of course, you know, let's not forget that, you know, whilst they've been doing all this, you know, that others are sort of shadow banned. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes. Do you see? Anyway, so let's go on to this first one. So this is on YouTube, my delicious little babies. This uploader, and with all of them, not in that way, this one happens to have 81.1 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies. So I should just repeat that once again. 81.1 thousand subscribers. Now this uploader happens to be called Veteran. Yes, a lot of veterans, isn't there, my delicious little babies, and has been. God bless all. Okay, Veteran Barker. Think about this now. You see, veteran, which is what I've just said, Barker. Well, you know, these old 15-minute cities that they're wanting to bring in, you know, that they're trying, there we go, the hardest to do. Do you say? What is it that they want ones to do? I want to ride my bicycle, I want to ride my bike. Freddie Mercury, wasn't it? God bless his beautiful dear little soul, superb artist, singer. And what happened? Wasn't ouchie fouchie, there we go, involved in that one, my delicious little babies. Following me now, my delicious little babies? Anyway, like I said, God bless dear Freddie Mercury. Okay. Oh yes, you got Mercury, haven't you? Because you have all different metals in our bodies, don't we? My delicious little babies, lots of different metals that should not be there, should they? My delicious little babies now. Anyway, so yeah, just amazing, you know, when you just put the two words together, what you come up with. There we go, do you say? Now then, this video should read, my delicious little babies, you know, COVID, okay? Booster, COVID booster, okay? Media and White House at it again, my delicious little babies. So I'll just repeat that once again, you know, just doing the dots. COVID booster, media and White House at it again. Okay, my delicious little babies. What's really interesting about this video, this is the last one actually that I watched before I came onto the camera. To you beautiful and delicious little babies out there who even take the time just to watch my videos. Do you see, like I said, shadow ban, there we are, shadow ban. Only certain videos can get hundreds of views, there we go, you see, okay? But I don't worry about it because, you know, as small as somebody is, okay, there's no fashion saying, my delicious little babies, okay? That's just coming to me all noddle. I'm hoping that you're going to get me here, yes? Small things, okay? Well, let's just say come in large packages. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, you know, what does she mean by that? This saying, there we go, is decades old. And there's another saying, actually, that there we are, that's pretty similar. That's it. Good things come in small packages, okay? But the way that I'm rocking and rolling it to you all, my delicious babies, is that small things come in large packages. So even though there could be somebody who's tiny, okay, and that's not just in my heart, my delicious little babies, okay, let's just say, out to the correct ears, okay, can have, there we go, a rather large impact, do you see? So one way or another, you know, our little voices, there we are, there we go, always get heard. Do you see, my delicious little babies, okay? So, yeah. So, but what was really super duper interesting about this video, now I've mentioned, and please, you know, do not just think I'm being like a little bitch and I'm being catty here. No, I'm not, okay? I just see things for what, there we are, for what things are. Do you see? Sometimes it can take just a little bit longer, okay, to work it out, okay? But here's the thing with me, there we go, ding, ding, dong, dong, you always get there in the end, do you see? Me being a little Virgo, a little, there we go, investigator. And of course, you know, I do not seem to get a lot of views to me Virgo either, my delicious little babies. Can you see how this, there we go, rocks and rolls, okay? But not to worry. I'm not worrying, okay? I've been doing this now to you all, my delicious little babies, so what, nearly 2 years now coming up, 19th of December 2021 when I started, okay? So I feel that, there we go, that's enough know, there we go, who need to, me birth race by now, do you say? For me, there we go, that's enough. Simple things, do you say? What was really interesting was your man here, this veteran Barker, was actually showing, you know, Joe Rogan, you know, and what he was saying about the old muzzles. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes. And then, of course, you know, you hear a lot of others where they say, oh, yeah, so-and-so's really nice, so-and-so's really nice, okay? Well, I simply just do not buy it, my delicious little babies, and yet I'm pretty sure, okay, that there we go, so many who would flipping bend over backwards, there we are, just to be on Joe Rogan's show. Do you see? Okay? You know something, as little as I am, or even if it was a case as large as, you know, with numbers, with everything, yes, you know, everything's numbers. Please remember that, my delicious babies, yes. There is nothing on this earth that would make me want to sit opposite a man like that. Nothing. Okay? Because I see, there we are, straight through it. Okay? And, you know, it's just amazing, you know, ka-ching, what it does. Do you see? My delicious little babies. That's all I've got to say. And I know I'm right. If my spirit does not take to somebody, not for, there we go, not for love, not for money, will I ever change? Not a chance. I will not even soften and say, oh yes, but you know, no. With me, I have to be able to see something in somebody, okay? And if there we are, and if I feel it's genuine, okay? And I usually, there we are. I would say, if I had to go on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say 8.5, okay? That I'm usually, there we go, correct in my thoughts, in my noddle. Do you see? But if my spirit doesn't take, there isn't no amount that's going to change my mind. Nothing on this earth. But if I see that somebody, say, for example, has made genuine mistakes in their life, there we are, okay? And I genuinely feel it. We've all made mistakes. I'm the flipping queen of it, okay? And I'm 50 next month. And I'm very proud, there we are, my delicious little babies, to get to that age, okay? Because as we can see, very sadly, and I've also heard very sadly today, that somebody else, God bless their beautiful dear little souls in their early 30s, is no longer with us, okay, my delicious little babies. There was another dear, God bless the beautiful little soul last year. The same, happened to be in their early 30s. Is everybody following me, our delicious little babies? What I'm saying to you, what I'm getting across to you. Do you see? So the thing is, I cannot say what it is I really want to say, okay? Because then, like I just said, there we go, I'll get banged off again. Do you see what I mean? I'm bad. Do you see? Okay? So I have to be careful of what I say. And I know that sometimes, I'll repeat this once again, that some may find it very uncomfortable, you know? Well, maybe they're just not ready just to accept. God bless them. And I always say, everybody wakes up at different times, okay? But once awake, there we are, they never go back to sleep. Simple things, that's the way it is, okay? So, and like I said, there's a lot of putrid behaviour over these decades, okay? And we're hearing more and more and more. Well, I've been hearing it, there we go, for years, do you see what I mean? And of course, you know, there we are, you always learn something new, very sadly, in this case, you know, because it's always, seems to be more flipping putrid by the minute, do you see? But ones must ask themselves a question. Whoever does what they do, I've got to be careful what I say, okay? Well, you know, what is it that they simply just do not like about their own lives? No. Do you follow me, my delicious little babies? Yes. So, yeah. So it showed this clip a few times, actually. Do you say? Very telling, you say. Very telling. You say? And then, of course, you know, sometimes, you know, we've seen it with others, haven't we? Other celebrities and things like that, you know, then all of a sudden they switch, you know, then everybody's got to forgive. Do you say? my delicious little babies. And in fact, just to let you know, so yeah, please, yes, please. Very interesting little video that, not very long at all, on old YouTube. Okay, my delicious little babies, very interesting. There we are, indeed. Okay, not just about Joe Rogan, there's other things I'm just not allowed to say. My delicious little babies. I spoke to somebody else, didn't I? This morning, whilst I was out walking. Okay, let's just say with my beautiful little Rube Tuesday. And, well, you know, I've got my beautiful little Maisie me, but she can walk herself, okay? But the fact of the matter is that, yeah, seems to be in a certain field, you know what I'm talking about. Nina. And I stopped off, there we are, to have a little natter. And all I did was just, mention just, but apparently, so, that particular individual, happened to say, oh, yes, COVID's coming back. And before we departed, after our very short, brief conversation outdoors, okay, said, oh, you must take care of yourself to me. I must take care of myself when the individual believes what they believe. Not sure about you, my delicious little babies, but something weren't right there. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? It's what you call brainwashing. Do you say? Utterly convinced. This individual said, well, I caught it twice. Caught it twice, my delicious little babies. Do you say? So I just happened to explain. I said, I was doing it, a few years ago now. Yes. I said, but if you look in the encyclopedia, okay, I said, well, corona equals a common cold. You say? I was done saying it over a few years ago now. Do you say? But of course, what happens is, and this is what happens, my delicious little babies, with some, not with all, okay? It's like that part, what I said, okay, in our conversation, very briefly, seems to go over the heads. Like it's what you call convenience, there we go, hearing loss. So they hear many things, usually, there we are, what they believe, okay, that they want to, politely speaking, because some do not know what they do, okay, or think, okay, but yet they want to project onto, say, you or I, because they're convincing, there we go, themselves that they're correcting what they're saying to the likes of you and I. Do you say? But that little bit that I said seemed to, there we go, just gone straight out the window. Do you say? And that's just a figure of speech, by the way. I was outdoors, looking at all of the beautiful little trees, grass, flowers, little birdies. Okay, because it was down by the lakes today. There we are. Do you see? Okay. So, yeah, it was really nice. And, of course, it may not have been because the sun was going in and out and that, but it wasn't cold. Do you see what I mean? But it just goes to show the level of flipping brainwashing that's taken place. Absolutely, this individual, there we go, was flipping adamant. Honestly, looked you straight in the bird race, straight, eye to eye. Contact. Do you remember that song, My Delicious Little Babies? Yes, it's a really old song. Used to play it in the old clubs, the discos and that, you know what I mean? And you'd have everyone go, do you see what I mean? Anyway, I'll go back flipping years ago now. That made me smile. See, a smile a day keeps the doctor away anyway. So I never had such a long conversation with that individual because I thought, it doesn't matter what you say or what you do. They're just, there we go, they're just not going to listen. At all. Not a chance. Because they believe what they believe. Do you see? And especially when they're in, shall we just say, there we go, a certain field, if you get me. Do you see what I mean? Saying that they, you know, that they've helped many, you know, helped. Just joining. Gosh, I missed that dot there. Yeah. Helped, yeah. Join the dot in. Yeah. Lifetime. Just going over the letters. My delicious little babies. So yeah, interesting video to watching anyway. I'm not going to talk any more about it because really, I've got to be honest with you, I was as patient as I could be, I was as polite as I could be, but I just walked away, talking to myself. Well, I always say, you see, the old-fashioned saying has always been, I don't know if it was, well, it was, I don't know if it still is, okay? So I do not mean this to hurt, offend or anyone. But the old-fashioned saying is to say, if you talk to yourself, it's a sign of madness. Well, you see, I've never seen it that way, my delicious little babies. I actually feel that if you talk to yourself, okay, that there we go, that you're making perfect flipping effing sense to yourself. There we are. Do you see? So it's quite the opposite to what it's meant to come across as. Do you see? My delicious babies. Of course, we see a lot of opposites, don't we? You know, like our putrid governments around the world, you know, where they tell you one thing, but they're doing, there we go, quite the opposite. Do you see? My delicious babies. Anyway, next video. So this one here, I'm going to try and pronounce this now, my delicious babies. I've really got to try and pronounce it. Okay, well, I mean, I can tell you the uploader, and again, with any of them, not in that way, okay? And like I said, this will be a one-off. I won't be mentioning again, okay? So if anybody wishes to follow or, you know, to subscribe, you know, blessed, do you see what I mean? Whether they choose to, well, then that's somebody else's business, isn't it? Do you see what I mean? I just give out the one-offs that I feel, there we are, should only be one-off information that I give out, okay? So this one is on YouTube again, my delicious babies. Reason, okay? As in the voice of reason, you know. Oh, how lovely, not in that way. How lovely, dear Alex Belfield. That always reminds me of the voice of reason. Do you see what I mean? Yes, God bless him. And look what happened. That was a completely bang out of order, but you know. It's amazing what these terrible times have been doing. Mind you, this has been going on a long time, especially in the old born in the USA. Yeah, $3,000 ahead. Yeah. Know all about that. Yes, mentioned that a long time ago as well, didn't I? My delicious babies, for those of you so kind enough to listen to me. Okay, because I can have me different moods, but you know, today I'm on a nice one. Do you know what I mean? Nothing has upset me. So, honky dory tickety boo. So yeah, so this is Reason TV on old YouTube, my delicious little babies, yes. This this uploader, do forgive me. This uploader seems to have 861,000 subscribers, okay? 861,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies, yes. And the video that you're looking for, okay, should read Dr. J as in J-A-Y. Hold on, let me just have a look at this now. Bats. I look like a right thicko, don't I? Right. Bata. Is it Kanya? Bata Kanya? Because it doesn't sound right if it's Bata Chanya. That doesn't sound right. Bata Kanya. Okay, maybe it's a silent H. Do you know what I mean? I need somebody help. Not just anybody help. Sorry about it. It's just I don't know. Okay, right. Now then, so what I'm going to do now, okay, I'm gonna have to flipping spell it out, okay? So it's Dr. J, B for Bertie, H for Harry, A for Apple, T for Thomas, then T for Thomas again, A for Apple, C for Charlie, H for Harry, A for Apple, N for November, Y for Yankee, A for Apple. That's the surname. My Delicious the Babies. And then, so after I've just said that to you, Dr. Jane, and who he is, okay? I'm not going to try and I'll just get flipping tongue-tied, okay? And anyway, I'm not thick. I mean, I know it looked that I appeared thick. I'm just not brilliant at pronunciations, okay? My Delicious the Babies. It's like how I see it. Sometimes is not how it's, it's the spelling. Do you see what I mean? Okay, it's like, that air, the air line, the air, what was it called? Oh, didn't they go out of business? Monarch. I think they did, didn't they? Monarch. Anyway, well, because of the way that I'd read it, my Delicious Babies, you see, you will laugh at this. If you do not laugh, there's something wrong, okay? Because everybody used to flipping laugh. You say, well, what's that? And I said, the aeroplanes, do you say? But I used to say it as I read it with the letters. So I would say, oh, that plane, Monarch. Monarch. They say, no, it's Monarch, Carla. I said, no, I said, it's Monarch. I said, look at the spelling. Do you say? But I tell you what, every time, there we go, I'd just get laughed at. Do you know what I mean, okay? I mean, it's not that they were laughing at me necessarily. It's not, they're laughing with me, if you know what I mean. But it's just that I read something a certain way, do you say? I mean, what's all these different silent things? Do you see what I mean? Like letters, well, why do things have to be silent? You see, I mean, it's only a question, isn't it? There we go. It's just asking a question, isn't it? Do you say? My Delicious Little Babies, yes? Anyway, it's amazing the things I sometimes come out with My Delicious Babies. Anyway, Dr. Jane is her surname, God bless, I'm sorry if I've mispronounced it. This was censorship, and that's with Reason TV. 861,000 subscribers on YouTube. Yes, that's another interesting video to listen to. My Delicious Little Babies, very interesting. There we go, indeed. Okay, My Delicious Little Babies, and of course these videos are not long now, finally, because I've got to get off the old camera. My Delicious Little Babies, I've just seen somebody try to call me, so I've got to get back to them because I never recognise the number at all now then. Finally, so this one here, okay, and thank you so very much to anybody who, like I said, always listens to me or even clicks on a like. Thank you. I can only hope that the information I give out, there we go, helps others. There we are. That's all I can ask for. Nothing more, nothing less. What else can I do? Do you know what I mean? Yes? I'll just try and help. Finally, on YouTube, My Delicious Little Babies. Now, this video actually was uploaded 9, completion. That's what it usually means, 9. 9 years ago on old YouTube, My Delicious Babies Cat. Now then, this one, because some of you may have even heard of these, but for some of you may not have done. I'm not feeling that there are loads who have heard of them. I'm just not feeling it, okay? But, for the few, there we are, would have heard of these, okay, these different uploaders. But this very last one is Moyers, let me just say again, Moyers, Moyers and Company. Moyers and, Company. Okay, My Delicious Babies. Now, this uploader happens to have, I'm going to tick this one off as well. And again, these videos not long. 75.6 thousand subscribers. 75.6 thousand subscribers. Moyers and Company. That's the uploader on YouTube, My Delicious Babies. And what you need to be looking at, please, and thank you, My Delicious Babies, should read what the 1% don't want you to know, My Delicious Little Babies. What the 1% don't want you to know, My Delicious Little Babies. And anyway, I'm going to close my book So yeah, they're all ticked off. They're not long videos, my delicious little babies, none of them are. But, you know, the thing is, oh gosh, there's 2 old Bill vans. What's happening now? And a police car. Oh, hang on, I've just got to find out what's going on. I'll be straight back. I'm sorry about that, my delicious little babies. Well, what's out there right now? Just let me tell you, my delicious little babies, because you know what? Nothing ever, you've heard me say, my delicious little babies, nothing ever goes on. Just let me have a sip of my coffee. Please and thank you. You've got 2 old Bill vans, yes? You should have seen the way they pulled up. You know, like they're in a film, okay? Right, 2 vans, right? And then you've got 1 car parked over there, okay? You've got another car parked just here, yes? So that's 4. I counted how many went to somebody's door. That's 8 old Bill. Plus, there were 4 that went round the back, to the back of the garden, okay? I don't know, maybe so that, maybe, well, you know how they operate, don't you, my delicious little babies? I'm going to go out and ask, okay? Just let me go and ask. I'll pretend I don't know nothing. Hold on. Right, everybody. Now then, I've just asked one of the old Bill, okay? And he was, because you know I'm not prejudiced or racist anyway, 3, 2, 1 being up Scotty anyway. And your Asian one there now, he said, I said, is everything all right? Okay. I said, because nothing ever happens on this road. He said, everything's fine, thank you, he said, the old Bill. He said, everything's fine. Okay, now they're all walking back to their vans and cars and everything, okay? Oh, not too sure what's going on there. Anyway, you know, they went dead opposite where I live. See, they're all going now. That's the flipping most excitement I've seen in flipping years. Delicious little babies. But I wouldn't say nothing. But I did say, then, you know, you art officer, okay? Then I said, oh, I'm sorry for asking. He said, no, he said, don't worry about it. Do you see what I mean? He said, that's all right, you know? But nothing ever happens on this road, do you say? But one has to ask themselves a question. Well, why would it take that amount of old Bill? Got hair in my mouth. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? So, doesn't make sense, does it? You know. Anyway, I'm not going to say anything else. I won't say nothing else anyway. Anyway, so that's the excitement, my delicious little babies. So I do apologise for that, okay? It's just I was just dying to see, do you know what I mean? Just to see if they give you a little, you know, a little bit more flipping info. Do you know what I mean? Like years ago, you could go up to an old Bill, yes? Okay, not with all of them, but just with some. You could say, oh, is something going on or something like this. We're going back years now. And of course, you know, occasionally they would tell, there we are, they'd tell you, okay? Not these days. They don't tell you jack shot. Do you see what I mean? Yes. Anyway, that's the end of my video, my delicious little babies. So it seems to me the excitement's over. But I don't think so. I have a feeling they're going to be back anyway. There we are. That's just my feeling, my delicious little babies. I won't say nothing more anyway. Okay, it's not my business. None of it's my business anyway, okay? I'll just, you know, keep myself. I just like to get along with everybody. You know, I'm always pleasant. I'll always say hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Do you see what I mean? I get on with the majority. Do you see? And that's simply just like how I like to keep it. Do you see what I mean? You know, nobody needs trouble in strife. You know, one should be able, there we go, to get along with the neighbours. Do you see? But every now and again, I suppose there's a bit of excitement. But I've been here over 7.5 years and I've never seen nothing like that in 7.5 years. So, anyway, me personally, I just didn't feel, this is just me personally, my delicious babies, that it needed, 12 old Bill with 2 cars and 2 vans. That's all I'm saying, okay? So that's that anyway. Well, they clearly didn't find what they were wanting to find. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So that's that. Now then, so until my next video, so yes, a smile a day keeps the doctor away, okay? Just like crunch, crunch, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, okay? And please give a listening ear, because it's always very welcomed, okay? And please take care of yourselves, and please try to take care of others, okay, my delicious little babies, yes? And please give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand to some family members, to some friends, or to some work colleagues. And please tell them that they're super duper wonderful, super duper juicy, and super duper delish, and that you love them so. Okay, my delicious babies. And please continue to lift the vibration and lift the frequency. Okay, I'll see. See, I seem to be getting the word out correctly, don't I, my delicious babies these days? Anyway, and wherever you are in the world, wishing you a beautiful morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are, okay? Please have a super duper time, because you want to get one laugh, okay? And yes, and please send in each and every one of you who takes the time to listen to me today. God bless you all, okay, forever and always. Please, bright blessings, peace, love and harmony in each and every one of your lives, and may your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families please be fully protected, okay? So until my next video, you just take care. I'm sorry for all the stoppages, do you know what I mean? But I was just being flipping nosy. There's nothing wrong with that. And if others really were true to themselves, there we go, they'd also be a little bit nosy, okay? So until the next video, God bless. Take care, okay? Highlight to me day, do you know what I mean? But they never managed to get anything at all, it seems. Anyway, so you just take care now. Much love, my delicious babies. God bless. Oh, have a beautiful time wherever you are. Much love. Thank you. Bye-bye.